Welcome to a place where hearts unwind, infinite threads that gently bind, love and compassion in every line. Together we rise through space and time.
Welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm your host, Bob. A new week isn't just the turn of a page in a calendar. It's a doorway. And when we step through it, we have the power to bring something new into being. That's why I love the idea of thinking of each week as a new thread in the tapestry of our lives. And the beautiful thing is, this new thread doesn't have to match the one from last week. It doesn't have to carry the same knots, tangles, or frays. It can be brighter. It can be stronger. It can be softer. It can be a color you've never dared to use before. So often, we underestimate how much change can happen in just 7 days. We think transformation takes years, and sure, sometimes the big changes do. But a week can shift the entire direction of your life if you let it. 7 mornings to wake up with a new intention. 7 afternoons to notice the good instead of dwelling on the noise. 7 evenings to reflect, to recenter, and to choose again. 7 nights to rest in the quiet knowledge that tomorrow is still wide open. Here's the thing. We're all constantly weaving the story of our lives, whether we realize it or not. Every thought, every choice, every act of kindness or fear, it all goes into the loom. A new week offers us a choice to keep weaving in the same old pattern or to introduce a new thread entirely. If last week left you feeling frayed, if there were moments that pulled too hard on your spirit, you don't have to carry that forward. You can set it down. You can choose something different, a thread that's woven with kindness, one that refuses to give fear the last word, one that's strong enough to hold joy even in a world that sometimes tries to convince us there's no room for it. And here's the truth. Your new thread doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be neat. It doesn't need to impress anyone. The only thing that matters is that you're showing up to the loom of your own life, ready to create again. Because every imperfect stitch still adds beauty and depth to the bigger picture. Think of all the ways this week could be different, not because the outside world changes, but because you do. Maybe your new thread is an extra 5 minutes of listening when someone needs to talk. Maybe it's taking that walk that you keep putting off, just to breathe and remember that you're alive. Maybe it's reaching out to someone you haven't spoken to in years, not for closure, not for answers, but simply to offer a moment of warmth. Maybe your thread is a choice to speak up when it matters, or to stay quiet when that's what love asks of you. Maybe it's putting the phone down at the dinner table, or leaving space for silence so something new can be heard. Whatever your new thread is, know this: it matters. The smallest thread can change the feel of the whole tapestry. And in the same way, a single act of love, one that no one else may ever see, can ripple outward in ways you'll never know. That's the beauty of it. We don't weave just for ourselves. Every stitch is connected. The thread you choose this week might be exactly what inspires someone else to pick up their own needle and start weaving again. So here's to this week. Here's to the threads that are softer when we need gentleness and stronger when we need courage. Here's to adding colors we never thought would suit us. Here's to loving ourselves enough to try again. And here's to remembering that every time we choose love over fear, every single time, we're adding something enduring and beautiful to the shared fabric of humanity. Let's pick up that new thread together. Let's weave something this week that will look back on with joy, knowing that we chose it with intention. Until next time, keep weaving your life with courage, hope, and love. And remember that the most beautiful threads are the ones that connect us all. I love you all very, 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 very much. And you know what I need you to do. Go out and pass that on. Later, Gators. Have a great week.